About to go live with crypto today. Here we go. Let me see where. Here we are. We are live. All right. This is Wall Street Sizing Up. You have found the right channel. I'm not getting a lot of views right now. I don't even care because here's the deal. I do this more for me just to catch up on crypto, catch up what's going on. I've got a couple other businesses that I run or help run, and this lets me catch up. And if it brings you value, that's great too. So we're gonna get right to it. We got a lot of news today. I'm doing some new stuff too. First of all, some swag. If you want some trade heavy, let me know. We do stock market news today as well, which I'll do it right after this. But crypto news, let's hit it. So off to the markets we go. Bam. It is February 12th, the year of our Lord 2021. Bitcoin's at 47,753. Looks like today, I believe this is today. This might be this week. Avalanche, AVAX, is up 173. This is the top 5 coins, I believe, for the week. It might be for the day. I forget the place that I got this. BitTorrent up 171. IOTA up 138%. Am I seeing that on here? I'm not seeing it. And Elrond up 124. I used to own IOTA, so I've got to disclose that. Ethereum is at an all-time high. I believe it's an all-time high, 1854. You've got, what else do we got? Link is at 30. That's an all-time high. So, you know, it is alt season as well. Wanted to hit a couple of articles today, right, about who owns the most Bitcoin. I think that would be interesting. So the 9 public companies with the biggest Bitcoin portfolio, and we'll run through this pretty quick, guys. We all know MicroStrategy. They have about 71,000 Bitcoin, $3 billion worth. Michael Saylor alone, the CEO, he holds 17,000 Bitcoin by himself at right at a $10,000 average. Tesla, we all know, bought 1.5 billion, about 7.7% of its cash holdings. I did not know that Tesla had almost 20 billion in cash holdings. I thought they were marginal. So that's good to hear. Galaxy Holdings, Mr. Novogratz himself, 16,000 Bitcoin, 770 million. We've got the Grayscale Bitcoin. This is in no order, just so you know, because Grayscale is number 1. They're up to over 30 billion in BTC. It's I think they had to buy more today because here's the thing: is that BlockFi, who's actually got going to have a competing trust, they actually are the largest shareholder in GBTC, and I believe I've got the story. They bought like 11 million. Here, I've got it right here. They hold 1.7 billion shares, but they bought like 11.9 million more shares. So this is actually going to grow. So Grayscale, 30 billion at 656,000 Bitcoin. We got coin shares coming in at 69,000 Bitcoin. We got Ruffer is still there. Ruffer seems to have paid off its investment, 45,000 Bitcoin worth about 870 million at the time of purchase. Now it's worth 2 billion. 3iQ holds a portfolio of about $1 billion in Bitcoin. ETC Group, Bitcoin ETP. I did not know them. So BTCE, right? The fund physically backed by Bitcoin, stored by BitGo Trust, is the custodian. Currently holds almost 13,000 Bitcoin for 600 million in today's prices. Bitwise is there as well. They're fairly new. Bitcoin with a fund managing about 11,000 Bitcoin, about 536 million. And then Grayscale comes back in. I did not know this. Grayscale's digital large cap fund also has another 7,000 Bitcoin, currently worth 330 million. I'm sure there's some other whales out there. Also wanted to show you this too. Russia. So this dude in Russia, I'm not sure if it names him in the article or not, but he received the largest shipment of Bitcoin miners ever. He bought 20,000 mining devices with a total capacity of 70 megawatt. This was the single largest purchase of miners in the country so far. here's the deal. He had to get permission from way up top, right? It is reportedly worth around $40 to $60 million purchase, and it is deployed in Russia's, I'm going to say this, Irkutsk region. Igor Runit, CEO of Data Center Operates Bit River, revealed, according to the CEO, it took 14 trucks to deliver the mining equipment. It's a tier 3 data center. So I thought that was very interesting. So, all right, let's get to the news. Crypto news. Here we go. Bloomberg. Sad. I don't know what India's scared of. You know, the guys over or the government. Bloomberg is reporting that India will soon outlaw almost all cryptocurrencies. That's bad news. I'm not saying it's bad. It's not bad news for, I don't know, the other countries, but certainly, I mean, why are you not helping people? If they own Bitcoin, can pull themselves up by the boots, or if they can, I don't know, pull themselves out of poverty because they own a Bitcoin because they happened to mine a couple years ago, whatever. I don't understand why they're outlawing it. So, an unnamed senior finance ministry official says that the Indian government plans to proceed with a complete ban on crypto investments, right? I get they want their own stable coin, and that's cool, right? But you don't have to ban the other cryptocurrencies. Current investors would have 3 to 6 months to a transitional period to liquidate their holdings. Can you really do that? And what I mean by that is if you ban it, how is anybody going to know that you're holding it in a different country? So, all right, so here's what I was talking about before. Crypto lender BlockFi on Friday revealed it holds 1.7 billion shares of the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, GBTC. That's incredible. The 36.1 million GBTC shares now held by BlockFi, holds $1.7 billion in the shares. That's 36.1 million shares BlockFi holds. Represents almost a 12 million increase in shares from its previous holdings of 24 when it last disclosed in October. That's crazy. All right. Jack Dorsey and Jay-Z are going to fund a Bitcoin development. They put in 500 Bitcoin, BTC. Dorsey wrote a tweet on Friday that the new endeavor called DigiTrust, I believe that's what it's called. We got a little blip on the screen here, is set to fund Bitcoin development with initial focus on teams in Africa and India. That's the thing. They're doing this to bring it to different continents, different cultures, and I applaud that. I'm not a huge Jack Dorsey fan. Per Twitter, per Square, I think he needs to decide, right? Really needs to, I mean, it seems like he spends most of the time on Square, so go with Square. Twitter it's always been lagging. It's up this year. It was up a little bit last year. But a lot of people attribute that to Trump. We'll see if that holds. I do believe it's up 16% this year, though. JP Morgan will offer Bitcoin trading if there's client demand, says the COO. Daniel Pinto has said that the banking giant will support Bitcoin trading if there is client demand for it. If over time an asset class develops that is going to be used by different asset managers and different investors, we will be involved, Pinto said. The demand isn't there yet, but I'm sure it will at some point. Jamie Dimon, he has certainly changed his tune. So they are going to offer Bitcoin trading now. Won't that be glorious? Literally every institution on Wall Street. That's a good thing for me, good thing for you guys that hold Bitcoin. Anybody that holds Bitcoin. Serbia extradited a man to the U.S. after a Dallas-based federal grand jury indicted him for involvement in a $70 million crypto fraud. A Dallas grand jury indicted Serbian resident Stolakovic for his alleged involvement. It goes on to say, it impacted crypto investors worldwide, but some in North Texas. That's why he was in Dallas, here where I'm at. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, the DOJ, the scheme solicited investments in binary options and crypto mining by falsely advertising 80% payouts and 20% refunds, even on losing trades. I don't understand how the public can be that dumb. I really don't, right? Like, if you don't know anything about it, don't invest in it. It is our job in crypto to educate people about crypto, about Bitcoin, store of value, Ethereum, about, hey, it's a smart contract. We need to do that. But if you're invested in, if you're just speculating, good luck, man. The deposit the deposit contract for Ethereum 2.0 Beacon Chain, the epicenter of Ethereum's new architecture, now holds over 3 million Ethereum, worth over 5.5 billion at current prices. The contract launched at the beginning of November, and within 3 weeks, it had secured the necessary threshold of ETH to lock in Beacon Chain's launch, which took place on the 1st of December. Here's why the Beacon Chain's cool, or why we need the Beacon Chain. The Beacon Chain is a bridge network between the current Ethereum network and Ethereum 2.0. When the time comes, the Beacon Chain will help dock the current mainnet, okay, of the Ethereum mainnet onto the 2.0, Ethereum 2.0, to ensure the network's complete migration. Ethereum 2.0, as you know, is proof of stake, where validators replace miners to process transactions. All right. German prosecutors struggle to find so this is a funny story. So if you remember the guy that got arrested, right? And he's got about, like, literally got 1,700 Bitcoin. This is it, right? German prosecutors struggle to find the decryption key to a digital wallet holding more than 1,700 Bitcoin confiscated from a hacker. A judge sentenced him. They won't name the hacker, I don't believe. It does name the prosecutor in here. A judge sentenced a man convicted of cryptojacking, listen to this, to only 2 years in jail for hacking people's computers and installing cryptojacking software, right? According to German prosecutor from the Bavarian town of Kempten, the man maintained a silence through the inquiry regarding the key. He basically told him that he forgot it. You know damn well he didn't forget it. One of the prosecutors told Reuters that the police efforts to crack the code have failed. You're not throwing enough money at it. That's the problem. So, but anyway, let's go on. A couple more here. U.S. needs to step in here. This is serious. This is getting to the point of China owning far more than just 50%, right, of the mining pool. Chinese crypto mining pool Poolin is acquiring North American rival NovaBlock. The acquisition makes Poolin the second largest Bitcoin miner after the F2 pool. I want to tell you this right now. Tether's a real issue, but this China mining could be a big issue, especially when institutions start to look at it and go, hey, 60% of all the mining is in China. We need to change that. I know Peter Thiel's working on that. I know that there's a lot of clean energy projects, but like that story that I just showed you with the Russian man buying 20,000 miners. I'm not a big fan of Russia, but it's better than China right now. Finally, how is Canada beating us? Canada, oh Canada. Canadian regulators have approved Accelerate Financial's Bitcoin ETF. So there will be a Bitcoin ETF, not in America, but on the Canadian Stock Exchange. What are we doing, Yellen? What are we doing, Hester Pierce? What are we doing? Good Lord. So with that said, guys, that's all the news I got today. I hope that is very quick. It's like I said, it's quick hits, it's quick bites. Don't do a lot of crypto on Twitter, just letting you know. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I know it's about 30 or 40 of you guys. I hope it does grow, because I hope this provides you value. I know it does me when I go around looking at the cool stories. So with that said, guys, have a great weekend. Watch your six, and you go hard in the paint. And we will see you probably on Tuesday.